So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a traffic campaign, right? So the first one I showed you guys is how to create an awareness campaign, which is a reach campaign, right? So you can either call it an awareness campaign or you can call it a reach campaign. So I have shown you guys how to create an awareness campaign. So the next one I'm going to be showing you guys now is how to create a traffic campaign. So like as I promised, I'm going to show you guys how to create campaign using each of these objectives, right? So that whenever you want to run an ad for your client or for anybody at all, as the person is telling you their need, then immediately you know the kind of objective to use for them. So you don't have to put the question back to your client that which objective should I use for you, because your client, he or she is assumed that they don't have idea, like he or she is assumed that she doesn't have idea about it, and you are the expert, right? So you are the one that is in the best position to tell them which objective to use. So now traffic objective. So the aim of traffic objective basically is to send traffic, like the name implies now, traffic. So you want to like send traffic of people to a specific landing page or an app or somewhere at all, maybe even your Instagram DM or what is it called, TikTok DM as well. Your aim is to send traffic of people to that particular place. Now let's say you have a new product on your landing page, right? Now that you have a new product, you have a new product on your website, rather you have created a landing page for that particular product that you have on your landing page, sorry, on your website, right? Then the next thing that you need to do is to send traffic of people to that landing page that contains the details of that particular product that you just launched. Now for you to do this is very very simple, right? So click on traffic. So once you click on traffic, you can see send more people to your website, app, or TikTok shop. So TikTok shop is not yet available in Nigeria, right? So our aim strictly is just going to be on this website, not even an app yet. So you can see the campaign setup. So we have three kinds of campaign setups here, right? So we have the manual setup, the smart plus campaign, and also the search campaign. So this search campaign has not yet been rolled out for people in Nigeria or some African countries as well, right? So the option that we are going to be using is this manual campaign. Forget about this smart plus campaign. This smart plus campaign, it means you want to use TikTok Ads Manager AI to set up your campaign, which I may not recommend for you. So you need to do everything manually so that you have full control of your ad, your campaign, your setup, everything. So that once you are getting result or you are not getting result, you know what to tweak so that the ad will perform better for you. But if everything is done with the AI, you may not know what is not performing well. You may not know what you need to improve and the rest of them. So I would recommend that you select this first option, that is manual campaign setup, right? So once you put it on that manual campaign setup, the next thing is to give your campaign a name, right? It's very important because a time is going to come that you're going to have a whole lot of campaigns on your ads manager. So and it's going to be difficult for you to differentiate each of these campaigns to know the one that is meant for a particular product or a service or something like that. So always give your campaign a name, very very important. Then if you want to select your campaign budget at the campaign level, you can do that, right? So for the past campaign I just showed you guys, it was on the campaign level. I selected the budget. So this time around I'm going to be selecting the budget at the ad group level. So let me click on continue so that I can proceed to the ad group level. So now this is our ad group level, right? So on this ad group level, as usual, please always make sure to give it a name. Once you've given it a name, then the next thing is optimization location. So what they mean by optimization location is where do you want to send traffic of people to, like where do you want to, or where do you intend to send people to. Now you can decide to send people to a website, you can decide to send people to an app and also a TikTok shop as it was stated on the campaign level, right? So now most businesses they don't have app, right? So we are going to be focusing on this website because even TikTok shop is not yet available right in Nigeria. So we are going to be focusing our aim or our tutorial on this website, right? So just leave it on website. Then you see manual, sorry, you see placement. So placement, basically this is where you want your adverts to show. So it is set to automatic since it is traffic, like you want to get traffic from everywhere, right? But then I would still not recommend you put it on automatic. So come to select placement, right? So you can see that you can get traffic from TikTok, you can get traffic from Global App Bundle, which is CapCut and Fizzle, and also you can get the traffic from Pango, right? So, but then we want to get our traffic strictly from TikTok. We don't want to get traffic from CapCut. We don't want to get traffic from this Pango. I don't even know what this Pango is. So we want to get our traffic strictly from the TikTok app. That's what we know, right? So we're just going to put it on. Say, if you want to get traffic only from TikTok, just come to manual, select the second option that says select placement, then deselect these two and allow this TikTok to be checked. But then if you put it on this automatic, right? If you put it on automatic, everything here will be selected for you. That means you'll be getting traffic from TikTok, this and also this, right? And you may not want to do that, but then the option is still yours. I'm telling you what is actually realistic. So you just need to find what works best for your business and you just have to go by it, right? So this advanced setting, you just need to leave it the way it is. You don't need to put anything off, right? Then come to your location targeting. If you are targeting Nigeria, select Nigeria. Let's say I want to target both Nigeria and maybe Ghana, for instance. So I don't think that Ghana is here, right? So Ghana is not here. So let's say Kenya, right? I want to target Kenya. So I can actually target by Kenya, right? Say Kenya country. But let me search if we can target Nairobi, for instance. I'm going to search for Nairobi. So you see, you cannot target by different jurisdictions in Africa for now. So you can only target the country as a whole. So let's say my ad, I want the advert to show to people who are based in Kenya and also Nigeria, right? So I'm going to select these two countries. So what it means is that once this ad is approved and it will start serving to people, both people in Kenya and in Nigeria that are going to be seeing our ad, right? Then the next thing is our age targeting. So for this age targeting, like I said, make sure to select the age range of people that are interested in what you do. So for this, let's assume that this is for a skincare product, right? Now, since it is for skincare, I'm going to start targeting from maybe 18 to 35 and 44, right? So I'm going to be targeting 18 to 44. Then for the gender, I'm going to be targeting female. So what this means is that I'm going to be targeting female who are within this age range from 18 to 44. So my ad will not going to show to any one who is a female but then less than 18, and anyone who is a female and is above 45, my ad is not going to show for them. And my ad is not going to show to anyone that the TikTok what is it called, the TikTok gender is set to male. My ad is not going to show up for this kind of people, right? So then the next thing that we need to do is our language settings, right? So for our language, I'm going to be selecting English as usual. So I'm going to select English. And like as I always say, if you are targeting people who are speaking English, also make sure that your video ad is in English as well. Let's say you are targeting people who speak Arabic, then your video ad should be in Arabic, because it's not going to make sense that you are targeting people who speak Arabic, however, your video is in English. And also, it's not going to make sense that you are targeting people who speak English, then your video ad is in Arabic. It does not make sense. So, and another thing again is you are targeting English, but your video ad is in Arabic, right? So you don't have to do that. Like the two need to synchronize together. Then this high spending power, it's not yet available in Nigeria. And also for this audience targeting, I'm going to make another video to show you guys how to create your audience when you come to this audience manager, right? Or this audience manager, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. But then we are not yet there, right? So there's no problem. We just have to continue. Then for this interest and behavior, I've already shown you guys several times. So just make sure to select the best one that is in line with what you do. The same thing with device targeting. Then for this device price, just leave it on any. You don't need to be specific, right? And for your budget, remember the budget, we didn't select budget at the campaign level, right? So that is why the option is available for us at the ad group level here. So like I always tell you guys, you have daily budget and lifetime budget. But then I don't advise you do a lifetime budget. Always go by daily budget. So for the daily budget, let's say you want to do 5K per day, depending on the person's financial capacity, and we want this ad to start running from the next day, probably 5 a.m. this time around. So come here, select 5. So once it is 5 a.m. tomorrow, this particular ad will start running and serving to people, right? So click on OK. So these are time zone, which is West African time zone, like we're in Lagos, West Africa, right? So these are times. If you want to set a start and end date, you can actually do that. It's possible, but then I don't do anything like this. I manage or monitor my campaign by myself, and anytime I want to put it off, you can just come to the ads manager here, click on the campaign and toggle it off. It's just so simple, right? Then for the bidding and optimization, so this bidding and optimization is based on your campaign destination that you selected here. You remember we selected traffic website, right? So if you selected an app, for instance, you're going to have another optimization, whatever, what is the name here? So you're going to be having another optimization go here. So now we're having clicks, landing page view, engaged session, right? So for this, I would recommend that you do a landing page view so that you can actually track the total number of people that saw your ad on TikTok and also move to your landing page. So but then for you to do this, you actually need to install a tracking code, which is a pixel on your landing page, in order for you to get the actual number of people that actually visited your landing page from your TikTok ad. So but then if you don't know how to do that, then you can put it on clicks, right? So with these clicks, you are just only going to get link clicks. People will go to your landing page, but then you cannot actually determine, except if you have a way that people can actually send you a DM from your landing page, right? So there's something I forgot to show you guys here. So you can also select this second option that says send traffic to your app, right? So once you select this option, then you need to click on the list of options. There you need to create your ad, your app, right? So you need to create and add the app here. So if you do not add it here, it's going to be impossible for you to do that, right? So that is why you don't need to use this second option, except if you have an app. But if you don't have an app, go by this first option. And let's say you want to send traffic of people to your WhatsApp DM or maybe your Telegram channel, whatever, you can go by this option of website traffic, right? Then on the ad level, you just have to put your WhatsApp URL or your Telegram channel URL. So once people see the ad, they click on the ad, they're going to be taken to either your Telegram or your WhatsApp group, or even your WhatsApp profile, depending on the one that you put, right? So now we selected URL, which is website, right? So now we've inputted our budget, our scheduling, we've done that, and also day pattern. So for this day pattern, basically like the time of the day that you want your advert to actually show to people, right? So but then I don't recommend this. Let's say on Monday we want our ad to start showing to people from what is it called, from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. So you want the ad to start showing to people from 12 a.m. to either 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. You can actually do this. That means on Monday, your ad is going to show only this time. Let's say you want to show the ad this time, pause the ad and resume the ad by 2 again. Want to resume it by 2 to 8. This is 2 to 8 or 2 to 9 p.m., right? So this means that from this time to this time, the ad will run. And once this 4:30 comes, the ad will stop running until it is 2 o'clock again. So once it is 2 o'clock again, the ad will start running till this particular time again on Mondays only. But then on Tuesday, Wednesday, it will run 24 hours. So if you want to do something like this, it's possible. But then I don't recommend you do something like this, right? So put it on all day. So I have explained this a bidding and optimization for your target CPA. You don't know how much you're going to be charged by each person that clicked on your link, right? So you don't need to put any value here, except when you have run that particular ad for maybe 5 7 days, like I always say in my videos. Then you can come here to say or create a new campaign. So in the new campaign, you can then insert the amount that you want them to be charging you for each person that click on your link, right? Because you already have an idea. Then after you are done with the rest of the set, like after you are done with all the settings on this ad group level and you are very sure that you've done the right thing, then you can click on continue here. So once you click on continue, you'll be taken to the last stage, which is our ad level, right? So on this ad level, give your ad a name, then click on add a video or image, right? So you can actually do image and you can actually do video. But you know this is TikTok, right? And TikTok actually prioritize the videos. So since they prioritize videos, I would recommend that you actually go by using video always for all your campaign, right? But then that is not to say that you cannot use flyers. You can actually use flyers as well. So now we've selected our video, right? Now that we selected that video, the next thing is identity. So the identity, basically this has to do with the TikTok account that we intend to use for this particular campaign, right? So you see that this first one is selected for us, but let's assume this is not the TikTok account that we intend to use to serve this particular campaign, right? We can select this second option, which is the second TikTok account, right? So you see that the name has changed here in this preview session. So it all depends on you, right? So but make sure to select the right TikTok account that is in line with the campaign that you are setting up. So now let's say this TikTok account is about forex trading, right? And then this is about e-commerce, selling things online. So and let's say this video is about selling things online and I'm using a TikTok account that is for forex trading. So you see that this does not match, like it does not align at all, and you don't have to do something like this. So always make sure to select the right TikTok account that is in line with your video, because a time might come that you can have 4, 5, 10 TikTok accounts, right? So make sure to select the right TikTok identity. Then this message, it's not necessary. And also this call to action, you see that we have about 10 call to actions that are selected for us. So these 10 call to actions, they are going to be, TikTok Ads Manager is going to be alternating them, like it's going to be showing them dynamically, and you don't want to do that. So click on this X to remove all of them. Come here, select the right one that is best in line with what you do. Let's say I want people to order something, to order for my course, right? So I can click on order now. So it means for everybody that are going to be serving this ad, they are going to be seeing only this order now. And let's say this is not what I want. Let's say I want it to be on shop today. Like I'm selling something, maybe e-commerce product, and I want it to shop from me, right? So for everybody that are going to be serving this particular ad, all they will see is this shop today. Instead of they will see shop today, the next thing they will see order today, the next thing they see get yours, they see something else, they see shop, they will see sign up. So you don't need to do that, because your clients, you are going to get them, or your potential clients, you are going to get them confused at the end of the day. So you don't have to do that, right? So make sure that you stick with one or at most two, but then I always go with one. Then the next, you just have to leave this. You can see that it is optional, right? So this is not required. Then the next thing is to enter your landing page URL. So you already know what landing page is. I want to believe that you guys already know what landing page is. So get your landing page URL, put your landing page URL here, right? So if it is even your WhatsApp, like I already mentioned about WhatsApp, right? So I don't know why it's not popping up for me, not popping up. So if it is your WhatsApp URL that you intend to use, like to send traffic or people to your WhatsApp or Telegram channel, right? So you can actually click on here, paste your Telegram channel link or your WhatsApp URL, and that is all. You see this ad contain AI generated. So if your ad contain AI generated video, you can select this button. If you don't, there's no problem. Then after you're done with all the settings and everything from both the campaign level to the ad level, then you can click on this publish all. So once you click on this publish all, the ad will be approved. And once the ad is approved, it will start serving and sharing to people as soon as possible, right? So this is all that you guys need to know about how to set up campaign using the traffic objective. So if you need more inquiry, or maybe there's something that you are not there's something that you are confused about, there's no problem. You can go ahead to rewatch the video again. But then after you have watched the video and you're still not getting it right, there's no problem at all. Come to my DM and I will make sure to put you through on whatsoever thing that is your challenge, right? So thank you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video.